What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, and I'm coming at you with a quick little meta overview before we jump into today's brew. As you can see, as my last deck video, Naya Humans, I kind of caught this one really early before it was trending so heavily on untapped.gg, but now it's well and truly cemented its position at the top win rate, and it's actually performing better than Mono White was before the bans. 62.8 is ridiculous. It was even registering a little higher earlier. Oars of Control has now become like the second most played deck in the format. It's like jumped up to 20%. So it's like almost taking over Mono White. And the win rates reflect that. People are loving it. It's all over the place. Like that turn one eye twitch or turn one shambling ghast is just such like a moment. There's still the odd Izzet's Control that like kind of keeps that strategy the most in check, but like Naya Humans is, man, because I've been playing it solidly. Yesterday I ended my run into Mythic on around 1,400, so close. The amount of Oars of Control that I had to like slug my way through, and it's by no means an easy matchup. It's just as bad as it is with Mono White, but it can sometimes be a little bit better because of the, the protection that Snakeskin Veil gives you. But the Meathook Massacre is just, there's no way around it. The spells that give you, hexproof, the spell that give you indestructible, doesn't matter. You get -X, and your creatures are gone, and then it's really tough to rebuild the board presence. But still, just a quick little check-in. Mono White aggro, I think people are just hanging on because it's like familiar and they thought it would get them the usual amounts of wins. But as far as win rates, it's down here at number 5. Naya Humans is well and truly at the top. And with that having been said, I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of alternatives, because this is the initial one that I posted. I've since made a few tweaks. For those of you who are interested, I've gone back to 2 and up to 4, and I put in like I fiddled with the lands a bit so that I had some Field of Ruins and one of each of the basics in case I got Field of Ruined, but I left everything else the same. Oh wait, sorry, and I put in 2 copies of Intrepid Adversary. I can't remember what I trimmed. I took 1 Talia out and 1 of something else, and I put in a couple copies of Intrepid Adversary, and it's been sweet. And that was the original brew, and it's the closest thing to the one that you'll find on untapped.gg. But I've since I've seen other people also innovating, and it's giving me some ideas, because the whole point here is to give Alana and Helena more power before the trigger hits, so that the thing that she's giving counters to get more than just the 2. And in the initial version, we've got Luminarch Aspirant doing that, which is pretty sweet. You put the counter on the Alana and Helena first, and you like order your triggers, and then she's bigger, and then she puts more counters on the thing that you're targeting. There's, of course, many ways that you can amplify that even more. I've seen people using, and that's going to prompt a future version, but I've seen people using the Reckless Stormseeker. So you put the trigger thing from a nighttime Reckless Stormseeker, which is +2/+0 on Alana and Helena, and the Luminarch Aspirant thing, it doubles it up, and then she puts the counters onto the Reckless Stormseeker, and he becomes just this huge trampling guy. So that's going to probably be for another version where we splash a little heavier red. But this one I went a little bit more into the humans theme, and I got rid of oh my goodness, Talia, the Archghoul of Thraben, because I beg your pardon, not the Archghoul of Thraben. Oh my goodness, what's her name? Talia. Guardian of Thraben, beg your pardon. Got rid of her because I didn't like the fact that my Valorous Stances were costing 3 and my Snakeskin Veils were costing 2 most of the time. So off she went, and I replaced her with Catilda. I've jiggled about a little bit the removal. I've got more 1-drops, and I got Hopeful Initiate in here to take care of artifacts and enchantments, which we had no way of doing in the first version. And then, yeah, just Luminarch, of course, still just the best 2-drop ever. And then the same for Brutal Cathars, but then we've gone for Hamlet Vanguard, and then 3 copies of Sigarda at the top end, which buffs humans. Helena and Elena are human, so she gets bigger, plus the Luminarch Aspirant. That's how I'm doing it in this brew, and it's been pretty sweet. And of course, the Coven from the Champion of Light is pretty nice, because then you can start to draw some cards out of your library, because there was also no way really of doing that in the previous version. But the land's just exactly the same. This one's been slapping. Take a look at it, enjoy it, copy it if you want. I'm not going to leave it in the description, because we've just done one like this, but just thought I would show you a quick couple of like new ideas that I've been having just using the same core. This is another one, slightly different. Snuck in just one of Savior, one of Champion, a couple of Revelry. I don't know. Anyway, sorry for the very, very long-winded introduction, but today's video is focusing on this brew over here, Stormchaser Magecraft, and it's a version 1. It's definitely still, it's still in the lab with this one, but there's something to it. It's kind of your typical Magecraft shell, Clever Lumimancer, Clarion Spirit, Leonin Lightscribe, a bunch of cantrips and Show of Confidence. And, I like having Mavinda to recast instant sorceries from your graveyard. You can do it once each turn, which is pretty sweet. And then I just snuck in a couple copies of the Archmage for some additional card draw. But the new card, and the whole reason why I decided to try this archetype out again, is the Stormchaser Drake. That's a 2/1 flyer that whenever it gets the target of a spell you control, you draw a card. And we've got, of course, lots of cards that you target yourself. Mostly like for saving yourself. So you see a guard approach with a hexproof. Beg your pardon. But also can be cast, again, from the graveyard with Mavinda for maybe tapping I beg your pardon. If you do that, it costs an additional 8. So you almost never get to target opponents with the stuff you get from the graveyard. But you can re-give yourself hexproof again. And that, of course, triggers all of your Magecraft, and you draw a card. Then we've got Fading Hope. You kind of like opponents targeting your Stormchaser Drake. You bounce it with Fading Hope, trigger all your Magecraft stuff, draw a card, and scry 1, and then you can recast your Stormchaser Drake. We've got a couple copies of Wings of the Cosmos. So you've already attacked, your opponent feels safe, swings in, boom, 1 mana. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until end of turn, untap it. So you can either target your Stormchaser Drake, it's already got flying, but you can draw a card that way, or you can, target one of your bigger threats like Leonin Lightscribe or Clarion Spirit. Suddenly you've got a much bigger blocker up and ready for action. Can also be good to block flyers, of course. And we got 3 copies of Consider, just to draw a little bit of cards in the early game in case we need to like filter through some flooding or breakage. Absolute must have. I would go 4 of, but because it's got flashback, you can essentially cast this one 6 times, and the flashback cost is the same as the initial cost. So, and it's a target creature, so you target your Stormchaser, grow it bigger, draw cards, do it again. You can draw 2 cards in 1 turn. It's for 2 mana, and grow your Stormchaser Drake and give it vigilance. It's fantastic, and of course trigger all your Magecraft twice. So Homestead Courage. Absolute must-have. What else is new and interesting? Well, Beaming Defiance also gives hexproof. So we've got 2 copies. It's a little bit more expensive than you see a guard approach, but that gives us a total of 6 spells that can save our own creatures. And of course, it's a very silver bullet deck. If you can get that like turn 4 kill, good. Turn 5, turn 6, you might still be able to squeeze it out. But if you end up against like Oars of Control, that sort of thing, you can quite quickly get blood on the snowed, and then it's a real struggle to rebuild from there. So we're hoping to go pretty quick and smash opponent's face. We've only got 20 lands, as most of the stuff we're doing is a 2 mana, and then we've just got very few spells at 3 and 4. That's the brew. Of course, if you've got the Archmage Emeritus in play and you target your own Stormchaser Drake, that's 2 cards every time. You can actually draw a lot of cards in this deck. So I'm hoping that it ends up working out. In testing and unranked, it's been pretty good. So let's just start off over there. And then if it feels comfortable, maybe make a few adjustments or jump into some ranked games. Now, as usual, at this point in the video is when I do a little bit of self-promotion. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, kindly consider doing so. At 500 subs, a giveaway is going to be triggered. So if you would like to take part, you do need to be a subscriber. And of course, if you could do all of that good YouTube stuff, that would be amazing. Like the video, leave a comment. And if you do want to be notified of future daily uploads, then hit the bell icon. Boom. Done. All right. I think we can put one of these back. Lay this out on white. I would have played blue, but I'm gonna save this to trigger my Lightscribe. Ooh. Gruel. Okay, we're ready for you. Now, if we do this, it gains +2/+2. It's already enough. I think I'd rather consider than use the hexproof. Okay, let's keep that. It's too good to get rid of. Okay. This is actually a severely underplayed card in my opinion in a Gruel deck. Like, super sweet. Does a lot of things that you want. I've been actually meaning to build a deck kind of, not around this, but like, that definitely includes it. Okay, I think we can bounce that next turn. Might have a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Skadunk. Definitely want that. Pardon me. Really severely underplayed. Like, I guess the Ranger class just takes precedence at the moment, but might like try and trick him into a It's like, yeah, I'm much bigger than you now. Both away. That was a Tovelai cycled. Woohoo! These guys are goners. Boopity bappity. Unfortunately, that's a lot of our important spells, but hey, what can you do? Now we just need to draw some spells. It's a 50-50 split. There's like the same amount of creatures as spells. Kind of typical Magecraft problems. It's like sort of similar problem to equipment decks. Like, how many equipments do I run? How many creatures do I run? Yeah, we're gearing up for one of those, like, win all or lose all moments. We need like a consider into a show of confidence. Or something that targets the Stormchaser Drake. Ooh. Who's he gonna target? Lightscribe or the Drake? Probably. Nice. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. Skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Draw a card. And again. Draw another card. And I think that's game. And that's how these decks win. It's just gotta be that one turn kill. Oh, baby, baby. Just gotta keep one Leonin down and just get a couple of lucky draws like that. Right there you saw like how that card, Homestead Courage, is just, it's exactly what you need with the Stormchaser Drake. It's the best thing to target your own thing with. Also the Vigilance, and poor Drake is only a 2-1, so just the bigger it gets, the better. Alright, so that was pretty convincing. Let's try a couple games in ranked. I don't really care too much. I'm just been faffing around. I'm sitting in Platinum. I'm just taking the early beginning of the month a bit relaxed. The last day of last season was just a bit intense. I need a bit of a break. By the way, I played against one of my biggest idols, Hello Good Game himself, this morning, I think it was. Early this morning, and I caught the whole thing on camera and I won the game. He was playing with his mono white deck, and I got him. It was such a sweet victory, I can't tell you. Oh god. Mono white. I need spells. Please, no flooding. I need cantrips. Oh. Fading Hope would be groovy. Okay, we're still just setting up. We're not gonna block with it anyway. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. What is with the freaking blood now? Okay, well that's not bad. Draw another card. Take that. It's a tidy 11. No way. Chump with the aspirant would just be, oh baby. Opponent's having deep thoughts. I might just chump with that. In apparition. Give me the 2/2, who cares? He took it. He took it. I need one of those freaking things. Courage. Homestead Courage. Maybe I should go to 4 copies and cut down on something else. Ooh. The worst version of Homestead Courage. Okay, so he's gonna give me a 3-2. That's alright. Well, that's also okay. Gotta say, that's pretty freaking sweet. Down to 3. I think we got him. We're presenting lethal next turn. We got 3 flyers. There's no way he's got like 3 exile effects in one. I mean, he could have like 3 portable hulls. Bye-bye, mono white. Off you go. Dispatched. One win in unranked, 1 win in ranked. I just threw this together this morning. I had a couple of matches here and there, like nothing serious. It's just kind of saw someone, like the way it usually happens. I got beat by a guy who was playing this deck with the Stormchaser Drake and the Homestead Courage, and I was like, oh, and then I just kind of went from there. And kind of explosive. You can probably fiddle a bit with the numbers and have a few more of the best spells, but just trying to figure out which those are. That's kind of the point of this video. I saw there's a one already really nice one in the spoilers from Kamigawa that would fit perfectly in this deck. It's 1 mana instant in white. It like puts a counter and or taps target, opponent, creature, controls, blah blah blah. It's pretty good. That's an amazing hand. I think as long as we just get like 1 more creature or so, that can be pretty fantastic. Hello. Good game. Now swing against a Magecraft player. That's a bad idea. Although, I'm not gonna punish it yet. I got some tricks up my sleeve. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay. I'm gonna let myself take another 4 here. I'm hoping he doesn't use Blizzard Brawl, because I don't want to have to use the Show of Confidence on the one he Blizzard Brawls. I hope he just goes for the swing, or like just passes the turn. Then we can really kick some ass. Okay, I'm gonna let it through. Maybe he's still got like a fight spell for the after. If he doesn't, okay. You can try and block this, what's coming at you now, with those little cats if you want. It's about to get real up in this hizzy. I'm stalling 1 more turn, taking a chance. This might be what loses me the game. Oh, please, no more removal. Just attack. I'll take the damage. Make a little cat. Okay, that's very bad. That's too big. We need a Fading Hope.
Speak, Lord. The will of the woods is made manifest.
Yay. This combo. Three, 4. So it becomes a... Okay. He copied the wrong token. So I think I'm just gonna allow this. No. That's just lost me the game. So, you see, I'm kind of learning. It's totally wrong sequencing. I shouldn't have played the Drake. I should have just tried for the crazy show of confidence double whammy. So my whole squad would have gotten vigilance and plenty Magecraft triggers. So then I could have stayed up for blocking potentially, but it wasn't looking good anyway. On to the next one. How are we doing for time? Alright, perfect. So we played mono white, we beat them. We played mono green, we lost. Probably be good to try out a matchup against Orzhov Control. And maybe one against Naya Humans. See how that goes. I have a feeling that like right now it's either like Control deck or like super duper fast aggro deck. And there's still not quite like been the re-emergence of mid-range. Like I guess the Orzhov deck could be considered mid-range, but I see that more of a control deck. It's just a bunch of sweepers, planeswalkers. Setting up nicely. Yay. Badoosh. Take 5. Get the show on the road nice and early. Put some points on the scoreboard. Classic Naturalista. Good blocked. Don't know why I didn't block. Okay. Let's try and get some more lands here, please. Fortunately, that is not something I can throw by the wayside. Just have to go with the same kind of thing as last turn. Down to 9. I can now block your Naturalist. We don't get a land. I don't know if to block or not. Ooh. I think that's a bad idea. He's got players with fires and things. I thought he was going to also maybe activate the Snarling Wolf, which I actually quite like as a 1-drop. It's not terrible. Because the activation cost is nice and cheap. I've played this in decks. You guys would have seen on the channel. I haven't really played any alchemy since age-old Magecraft problem. Why wouldn't he buff it? It's got another 2-drop to play. Okay. Ready to trick ya. Lucky he didn't have a instant speed removal there, because that could have been disastrous. Ah. Skadoosh, skadoosh. One pup out of the way. It's like full budget werewolf tribal. It's kind of strong in platinum, but if I wasn't playing some janky brew, he'd be out of here long ago. These little 1/1s and stuff. Well played. Well played. We got a little bit shafted with the creatures. We were just about to start popping off there. Close. Alright. So 2 wins, 2 losses. We need to equalize. I should say we have equalized. But that's not a good thing. What can we change? Let's have a look here. What's being the problem? How many creatures are there? 19 creatures, 21 non-creatures. Yeah, I think we can scrap the Archmage and like go up 1 Clarion Spirit. And like another 1-drop. There's the other little Magecraft flyer guy. Maybe a couple of those. And go down like 1 something. I don't know what. Something like that. Let's see how this runs. Because the mana is very, very low. The numbers are actually a bit higher than what I remember from old Magecraft decks. It was like 16 creatures with the full playset of the... Okay. Of the Clarion Spirit. Waka waka. Sure. with the mana to save it. And drawing ourselves a card. Whoop. And scrying. Let's get some more mana. That's nice. Okay. I'll take it. I mean, sure. Yeah, I always wonder what happens. Like, I never scooped that early. Maybe his mom called him. Dinner's ready! Get in the kitchen! Banad. Barnard? Sure. I'll wait till turn 3 to be able to have some way to save my 2-drop. I don't want it just get destroyed, but it's looking like some sort of weird mirror so far. Sure. Now there's counter magic for sure. I'm gonna play around that. Okay, let's probe the waters. See what we're looking at. I have a bad feeling there's Doom Scars and things like that in this deck. Two ways of doing hexproof and the mana to pay for it. But no way to resist Doomscar. Ah, yay. It's almost guaranteed. Yeah, this is a terrible matchup. Just like staring at each other. And the threat of the Doomscar keeps me from doing anything. It's probably a Hullbreaker Horror type of a human being. I have the sneaking suspicion. And those are probably just a bunch of sword comings. Huh? Oh, ho, ho. What are these? I mean, it's probably just Doomscar then, you know? I have to like bait them out. So there is a sword coming, but it was not one of the foretold cards. Now the Doomscar. Hotel has to be the most unsettling mechanic. Doomscar. We really need a spell like, I think maybe, you know what? Instead of that silly 4-drop, it lets me recast my stuff from the graveyard. Let's put in a couple copies of, what's it called? The Spirit Knight. That like flashes in and you can save your stuff from sweepers. Fearless, nah. Reckless, nah. Selfless savior, nah. What's it called again? Guardian of Faith. We need a way to protect against sweepers, and I think that might be a good one. Boop, boop, boop. Flash it in, save the squad, attack in the next turn. Something that, like, we used to have that spell in green, Heroic Intervention. Gives everything hexproof, everything indestructible. Do you guys remember that? So good. That was so good. It was so perfect. And, like, we need something like that. I feel the lack of it. Oh, yes. Okay, I'll play it, I'll play it. This is mono green, then it's just like gonna be a creature now, not Blizzard Brawl. Okay, never mind. Rule Wolfies. Nice. Getting the creatures that we need. Boom. Tovelar. No? Fight spell. I would have gone for the Clarion Spirit, but that's just me, I guess. Skadoosh. Oh, that hurts. And I'm ready for your removal, if you have any. The paper. I think I just straight up win. I should have put that on one of these. But that's okay. One more turn. You got one more turn, buddy. Show me what you got. Got a Wild Song, the 6-drop. Not even. Or maybe still. Can do it one more time. Something with reach. No. Auga. Got him. Got him. Alright, a little bit of a redeemer. We've arrived at the 45-minute mark, but I do want to sneak in one more game, and then we can actually declare it. the official final game of the day. And we can try and end this one on a win as well, just to really make me a happy little brewmaster. Lots of juicy spoilers today already. Don't forget to tune in again for that tonight. I'll be bringing you the usual spoiler content. Another episode of Spoiler Talk coming your way. It's been freaking insane, this set so far. I don't know about you guys, but I'm freaking amped. Less than how many days left to go? 1 week, so 7, 9, 10 days. 8, 9 days. Yeah, that's a great hand. I'm even gonna decide about maybe dropping a land here. Oh, Chupacabra. Hello, Mr. Chupacabra. What's going on, mate? Nah. Does not seem to be anybody at the desk. I need to, again, come up with a good thing to do. I'd like read flavor texts. Lost the Drake's interfering with the conductivity again. Girl, go chase it away. That's some great flavor text. It like wants to get hit. You are too dim to realize it, but you've already lost. Ooh, the wolf's startled yelp changed quickly to a howl of elation as she soared over her envious packmates. Epic. Ooh, I cannot read these runes, yet somehow they seem like a warning. Have we passed unknowingly into a new realm? Ekin, Omen Seeker Navigator. I need to probably get a little bit more into the lore. It's not that hard to do. There's plenty of... I mean, I've always got time where I'm just like trying to find new MTG content. It's my addiction. So like... I should just read the little comic books and things that they put out. Keep me a little bit up to date with the lore. Sorry guys, riveting content, I know, but I'm not about to just give up a free win like that. My issue with editing, because now I've downloaded some editing software. I've commissioned this intro. It's coming so soon. I can't wait to put it in the beginning and the end of all these clips. But that's just done by YouTube. That still means that the raw file I'm uploading is just me playing, talking shit, you know? There's no cutscenes. And I've wanted to keep it that way since the beginning because of... I just don't want it to be... You know, you guys thinking that maybe I've cut out all the bad matches and left all the good ones in to make the deck seem better than it is. I like show it to you exactly as it is. Free victory. Okay, we can't end it on a rope. Last match of the day. Let's go. Looking like an hour long. Maybe we can do like a 55 minutes. Yesterday the timer was a little off. Like I know that my computer time is set to the internet. It's like smack bang. and I was still able to queue into, because I was frantically playing games and actually won like my last 3 matches. It got me into that 1,400 mark. So close, man. But I queued into some ranked mythic matches like maybe like 3 or 4 minutes into, you know, the cutoff time. So it probably takes a little while for all the servers to sort of like okay, anytime I see Stormchaser Drake and Homestead Courage in my opening hand, I keep. 3-lander. I would just need to draw, like, you know, use the draw to get some sweet Leonin Lightscribes, and this game should be in the bag. Oh, even better. Off to the races. Opponent is having a slow start. It's just what we want to see. Whew. Nice little 1-mana cantrip. Ready for next turn. They'll probably do with some. Okay, so this is the Naya Humans deck. Yes, just what I wanted. Imagine we get a Fading Hope here. It's 8 damage coming through. Now we gotta worry about this Alana and Elena 4-drop. Start buffing the Redain straight away. Nice. Whoa, so nice. Okay, so let's lead with this. I think. Got him. Whew. Just beat the best deck in the format. So I think that's just a perfect way to end this video. I think, just going back to a point I was trying to make before, is that like with just like big control decks, you know, mid-rangey control decks with sweepers and stuff, and aggro, super duper fast aggro good decks are like the 2 main contenders at the top of the meta. The only real thing that can usually like make a wedge in between there is like a tempo deck where you're like sort of countering spells, bouncing things, and like getting your way there through like these slow incremental tempo plays. And I think that's where it's like some kind of Azorius, Magecraft, or some such like, if played well and like built really well, and I just don't think it has like quite appeared yet. But for somehow, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe I'm just talking absolute rubbish, but I think that there's a sweet little spot for something just like that in the format, before the arrival of all these insane new cards from Kamigawa that are just going to completely change everything. But that's going to be it for this video. Jumping back into the deck for this final thoughts portion of the clip. Nothing much else I would like to add. We did not get to see Garden of Faith in action, but I do believe that that was a good edit. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. You know, replacing it with Mavinda and focusing more on like the early game. But yeah, pretty fun little brew. Let me know what you think. But I will see you all again tonight with some fresh brews and some spoiler content. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace.